Hello, great people. Welcome back to my channel. I am Antria. Welcome again. We are in part 2 of how QC Event School changed my life. So let's jump right in with our questions. Number 1, how did I make the transition from student to professional event and wedding planner? I'm gonna be honest with you, I did both at the same time. There's not a guideline, there's not step-by-step to follow. You need to do the coursework and then you need to do an internship, or that you need to do an internship at all. Some people do internships before they do the coursework. Some people have been working in the industry for 15 years and they just want to refresh their skills. There's nothing wrong with that. So I would say that your journey is your journey, and to do what feels best for you. I would definitely say that you don't have to wait. QC Event School makes it so that you don't have to wait, which is amazing. So next question. How did I get my first client? I got my first client in the midst of COVID. If you didn't know, I started my business in November of 2019. COVID started around November of 2019. So yeah, I got my first client earlier this year in 2020. If you don't know, I am also a wedding officiant. I am bringing together couples. I'm bringing together couples through love in an unconventional way. So if you're looking for an officiant or a wedding planner, let your girl know. Anyway, how did I get my first client? I advertised on Facebook and the client loved my personality. We set up a consultation and I booked them within a week. But we had a lot in common. I will say that this is a very hard time for some planners. So if you are looking for clients, groups on Facebook have so many. There are so many people that are still getting married. There's so many people that are still looking to have events. We just have to be innovative and figure out ways to work around the current times, which QC Event School already has. We'll talk about that a little bit later as well. Next question, how did I decide what I wanted to charge? It's always important to look at your market and kind of make a decision from there. I looked at my market, looked at my competitors. I did my research on what an average planner could make in comparison to the information that I got from QC Event School as well, because you know that they're going to drop those details. But really choosing my price had everything to do with my experience and how much I believed in myself. I am not perfect by any means necessary, and I don't believe that any planner is perfect. We are able to step in and help others, and that's what I embrace most about what I'm doing, most about my career. So yeah. The next question is, to what extent did you undervalue your skills when you first started? When I first started, I wanted every client, any client that I could have, just to have clients and to build my portfolio. And I learned very quickly that is not the way to go. Every client is not your client. So I will say that I undervalued myself, and I did come across clients that didn't quite believe in my prices, but it didn't really matter because I believed in my prices. I did offer free wedding planning. Whatever you decide is up to you. You have to do what's best for you and what you have time to do. Me personally, I work a full-time position as an event coordinator, as well as own my own wedding and event planning company, as well as work with another wedding and event planning company. So I'm pretty busy, so I don't quite have time to just give away for free or for a reduced price. I'm more so in a phase of stepping into my prices. So yeah, I would definitely say that I undervalued myself when I first began by wanting to offer myself for free, but I didn't get certified to offer myself for free. So like I said, to each his own, it's your decision, but that's the decision that I made for me, and based on the research that I have gathered, as well as talking to local planners in the market that did that and kind of made mistakes from there. So maybe we can have another episode on that, but we'll talk about that later. My next question is, how did I grow my client base? Second, third client, it's all about marketing. Right now, we're marketing on Facebook, Google, Instagram, Pinterest. If you have it within your budget, it would be really great to hire someone for marketing, or even look for a social media intern that's looking to practice and gain experience with the education that they're pairing with the education that they're getting right now. So question number 3, how did you grow your client base? Second client, third client, etc. I grew my client base by sticking to my prices and offering free knowledge. QC Event School is giving you so much knowledge, okay? But these assignments that I did, I kind of used them to practice for writing my blogs and the things that were important to me and my company. And that actually gave me additional practice, as well as working with planners in the market. Even if I wasn't booking any specifically underneath me, I still worked and collaborated with other planners as well. So again, the learning process never stops, therefore my client base never stops, because I'm always offering new things to build with my clientele. Well, that was the last question. So we'll talk about pricing next, since we're talking about our client base and sticking to our prices. So stay tuned for part 3. See that, 3? Of how QC Event School changed my life. Talk soon.